Alright, hey guys, and welcome back, as this time I'm going to be taking a look at a very obscure line of Matchbox-styled cars called Switchers. Now this is an extremely obscure line of little Matchbox-style cars that I'm sure none of you have probably ever heard of. I actually had this little toy line when I was growing up. The one on the right here is mine. And what they are is they are little, kind of like Matchbox Hot Wheels knockoff cars, but they come in these little car launchers that you can actually store the cars in, and then they're ready to go and ready to race at a moment's notice. They were made by a very small company by the name of Craft House. It's been around since about 1963. And they were mainly in the business of just making like craft supplies, and in the mid-1980s they decided to try their hand at manufacturing, or at least licensing, some toys, because there actually isn't a Craft House stamp anywhere on the toy, so it took a bit of research to actually figure out who these were made by or licensed and produced by in the first place. And so between like somewhere 1983 to 1985, probably right around 1984 to 1985, this is their one and only toy product, I believe, that they ever made. And I think they're pretty neat. There's something, like I said, that I had growing up, and what they are is you have these little launchers here, and you have this little two-button operation. One opens the launcher, the second one shoots the car out. And you have this really cool logo here. You can't really see it here, but it just says push button and go Switchers, because it's all in black, so you can't see that. But I love the foil sticker. You got this really cool reflective, like red, light orange, lighter orange, and yellow sticker on the silver there, which is really neat. And what's really cool about these is that you can attach these to your belt. So you can just slide that forward, and then this can hook onto your belt, and then when you're ready to race or to play with them, you just take it off your belt, and then you just hit this button on the top here, hit the number 1, and it just flips open. I mean, like, that is ridiculously quick how fast that flips open, and then you would just hit the number 2, and the car would spring off of there. Now the spring has gone missing, and this doesn't really work as great anymore, because, I've had this for, 35 to 40 years, something like that. So it really doesn't work that great anymore. But this is one that I found many years later, and this actually does have the car, so we can get a look at what that'll look like. So we'll go ahead and we'll flip that open. And there you go. So there's one with the actual car. I believe there was a red one. This is obviously a little, yellow Corvette here, but I believe there was a yellow and a red one. I think there was only two cars, but it's a nice looking little car for what it is. Being very generic, just the number 1 and the word vet on the side. Nice rubber wheels, at least in the back. The front ones are plastic, and it has the little mechanism in the back, just like the Burning Key cars, where it'll lock into place. And then this little notch here. That notch will catch on this in the back, and has a really, look at the size of that spring. That thing sends these cars flying, and it has a good little bit of weight to it, but it's also not too heavy, so it just has enough weight to where it'll stay stable if you want to set up a little ramp or something, or but not too heavy. And so I really like the design of the car. I think that looks really neat. And I think these are really fun. So now let's go ahead and I'll set this up, and you can see it in action. Alright, so we've got everything all set up here. Let's go ahead and load our little Corvette into the launcher. And we got it all set up in there, ready to go. Now I will warn you, blink and you will miss it. This goes unbelievably fast. So 3, 2, 1... And yeah, that is just a blur. Alright, so let's get a look one more time, this time from a side view. And we'll load it up here again. And 3, 2, 1, don't blink. Well, alright guys, that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at this really obscure line of toys these switchers, car launchers made by Craft House in 1985. I think they're really neat and really fun. And if you ever see one somewhere, I say pick it up. It'll go along great in your Matchbox and Hot Wheels collection. Until next time, guys, take care.
Hey guys, if you liked the video that you just watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and you can follow me at Facebook at King of Retro or Twitter at #8ByteBrian. See you next time.